victory here. On top of that, we got to take a look at where this offense needs to be and what the keys to a Chicago Bears victory are moving forward versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ladies and gentlemen, the date is 10/22/2025. It's 7:04 in the morning. And I tell you what right now, sports is back. There's nothing like the fall sports season. There is absolutely nothing like this time of year. Basketball season back, football season on. You wake up every single day and you know you're watching something in sports. All that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do.
Come on. Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
You heard what she said.
Y'all heard what Sue Young said. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and showing love. Let's get it in, man. Let's get ready to get this thing started. Chicago Bears offense has an opportunity here, a real opportunity for this team to be able to move forward and be. I mean, listen, how the schedule shapes out. You could talk about this Bears team very easily. You can live in a world where if you are the optimistic Bears fan, there's a path to 3-0 here. You got to start it off with this one versus the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not saying that you got a cakewalk ahead of you, but I will say this. Defensively, there's not a defense on the schedule for the next 3 weeks that I am worried about. It is truly a concern of can you get your issues fixed to take advantage of what the rest of the league or what these next 3 weeks in this league are offering you. Right now, you've got the Baltimore Ravens coming up this week. And a Baltimore Ravens team right now, it may be without Lamar Jackson. We don't know what the answer on that one is just yet. But when you look at this Ravens defense, no matter the situation, we talked about this yesterday. Should the Bears be underdog? I don't believe the Bears should be underdogs going into this game in the slightest. Why? Because no matter what happens with Lamar Jackson in this offense, and while I do think he makes a difference, a big difference, he's that guy, his defense is atrocious. You got to take advantage. The Baltimore Ravens right now, I believe, are the 28th ranked defense in football. They are a defense that is consistently being taken advantage of. They are a defense that has given up the run at an unbelievable clip this season. Their DBs are basically dead Jair Alexander. So you got to win that matchup there with the wide receiving core that you have. And I think this is a game, whether Roquan Smith plays or not, that your tight end should be heavily involved in, because the pass attack over the middle is basically cakewalk. Now, if Roquan Smith is back, maybe there's less cake there for you to walk with, but your pass attack over the middle should destroy them. You know what you got to fix? The small tweaks that we've talked about over the last couple of weeks that our side of the ball has struggled at. And it truly, to me, honestly, it feels like if the Chicago Bears can get their issues fixed, there's not a defense over these next few weeks that'll be able to hold this team down. If the Chicago Bears can get their issues fixed, the pre-snap penalties. Again, we had we had a week there where it felt like you got them under control. But outside of that 1 week, I mean, honestly, you've continued to talk about a team who I don't even know what the right word is for shooting yourself in the foot the amount of times that the Chicago Bears have found an opportunity to do so. And last week, I thought on the line, it was a little bit more Theo Benedict, having a down game. He's a new left tackle, working himself in there, trying to figure some things out. He had a tough game versus a player in Chase Young who was able to get after him. Hopefully that tape, a lot of times the big things with, some of the struggle days is those are the days where you get to take a real assessment and a real look at yourself and say, okay, what am I doing wrong here versus this type of player? Chase Young, a heck of a pass rusher. He was somebody I wanted the Bears to bring in here a couple of times, and it didn't seem to be on the bingo cards for the Chicago Bears to this point. But Chase Young is nothing to slouch at. He's somebody who absolutely can get after you. And the fact that you were still able to take advantage of that, coming out of that with only one sack, I believe, on the day for the Bears, it's still a pretty good day offensively. And I think that's a big part of where some of the confidence in this offense does come in for me as well. You're seeing Caleb Williams cut those sack numbers. His sack percentages on his dropbacks went from being sacked on 30% of his dropbacks to, I believe, currently in this season right now, he's been sacked on 12% of his dropbacks, and that number continues to move into the right direction. These are things that you can fix. Let's be honest with how you look at these next three teams. The Baltimore Ravens defensively atrocious. That's not going to get fixed. The Bengals defensively, possibly without Trey Hendrickson. Now, again, 3-0 is tough in the NFL at any point. The fact that you've gone 4-0 here is insane over the last 4 weeks. If you get to the point where you can go 5-0, right? A loss usually is going to find its way in there based on the odds. But defensively with the Bengals, they weren't very good with Trey Hendrickson. And if Trey Hendrickson is not able to go in that Chicago game, they're not going to be very good without Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson is the one bright spot on that team. Shamar Turner does not exist. I'm sorry, Shamar Stewart does not exist on that team. He's exactly what he was in college. A lot of pressure, a lot of trying to get to the quarterback up front, making things a little difficult, make him have to move off the spot, not getting home. I'm okay with that. But right now, if you're the Bears right now and you get these things, small things, offensively cleaned up, Ravens, Bengals, I talked about, the New York Giants, they just gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter, and I watched Brian Burns storm out of there, seemingly, openly questioning the mindset of going cover 3 so much at the end of that game and playing so far off in the fourth quarter that they gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter. 33 points in the fourth quarter. 33 points in the fourth quarter. That's insane to me. I'm sorry. That's still shocking. We watched that collapse happen while I was live on ESPN. And it was stunning. It was stunning to see a defense that it had answers all day, just not have a single answer. And so when I see that as a Bears fan who tries to be the optimistic Bears fan, who does try to be, a little bit more, hey, this glass is half full. And I think Ben Johnson has said this as well. It's more of an us issue than anything. The pre-snap penalties, the false starts, the holding calls on the offense, the offensive pass interference. I can deal with that when sometimes bad calls are made. That's what that felt like to me. Sometimes you get a bad call made. That was a bad call. But when you talk about a team that should be able to take advantage here, Bears fans, get ready to possibly have to buy in. I don't know if you're bought in or not. I don't know if you believe this 4-2 is real or not. But you got a chance to get the 5-2. A real chance. You got a chance to get the 6-2. You had a chance to get the 7-2. And this is not, maybe we could see something here that possibly helps us to put us in this position. No. This is based off what the Bears have done in the previous weeks and what we have seen. This team has an opportunity to do this. Based on how the coaches have gone about their business, this team has an opportunity to do this. Based on how you have set this defense up. And I think that's the thing too, right? Listen, Joe Flacco and the Bears, right? Am I going to sit here, or Joe Flacco and the Bengals, I should say, in a couple of weeks here, am I going to sit here and say that's a game that I'm going to overlook? No. But can I tell you that this Bears defense should still be able to take pretty good advantage of Joe Flacco and this Bengals offense that, might have a little bit more of a footing there this coming week? Or by the time we get to that point in the season, I should say. But I don't know if I would say that you should be worried about it. Your opportunity's there for you. The biggest question is, are the Chicago Bears going to take it? And that's the one thing that only Ben Johnson can answer. And of course, Jordan JC. Jordan, how are you? Oh, good morning there, buddy. How's
it going?
Right on time.
Yeah, well, whatever time it is.
Oh, am I late? Oh, how's everybody doing?
Shut up.
Sorry, guys. Oh boy,
you sleepy bastard.
Sorry.
Let me, JC. Let me ask you this: as you look ahead here, I mean, we got this week, of course, upcoming versus the Baltimore Ravens, but even looking at the next couple of weeks here, I've been talking about how this team feels like a team that should be able to go out here and be confident and understand that we got defenses against us that we should be able to take advantage of over the next 3 weeks. I know we were laughing at you guys about your prediction before. But if they handle business over the next 3 weeks, the Chicago Bears very well could be 7-2.
I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility. I actually saw what's the chick that's from Chicago? Is it Kay Adams?
I mean, I don't know if
I think Kay Adams. Up in Adams.
I know. I don't know if I say she's from Chicago. She got to be a closet Packer fan at this point, bro. Like, she really? Like, they're my team, but then she loves what the Packers are doing over here. There's a little closet Packer.
A little fakery there.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know that.
Little pack it up. You know what I mean?
Pack it up. Okay.
Little pack it up in her game.
Well, I will say one of the things I heard her say one time is that her prediction is that the Bears can actually rattle off about a good 4 or 5 wins, starting with the Saints game before the Saints even played the Bears. And so that's my prediction, is that you're looking at a bunch of teams, as we've talked about before, that are depleted on offense or defense. You have Joe Burrow, who's been down for the Bengals. Obviously, the Ravens are depleted on defense. And so there's a lot of advantages that you can take against these teams, the Giants, the Vikings, that there's a quarterback issue there. And then, of course, the Giants, they've been playing well, but they've been up and down as well. We talked about how good their defense could be, but they've been giving up points. And so you have a lot of different challenges that are posed that you're going up against that you can, again, utilize or take advantage of these next 4 weeks. It's not surprising if we could go 7-2. That was way far out of my thinking, even though I did say that we would go 15-2. I did say that.
Well, listen, the prediction couldn't have been preseason, right? Lamar is going to be banged up, and this defense is going to be depleted, right?
Up.
Like, the prediction. I mean, the Giants' defense being as bad as it is makes no sense.
I don't know. I don't know if they just haven't gelled right, or I can't call it with that one. But
I don't know.
Again, hey, whatever the case may be, let's handle our business. I mean, the Bears have an opportunity to really, get a stronghold on this division and really, turn some heads with the next couple of games. And again, it starts with this one. It starts with the one that everybody thinks that you we're going to lose easily on the schedule. But could this be a game where you're the in a sense the trap team, the trap game, where you got a 1-5 Ravens team that is just their season has gone down the drain surprisingly, and how can you take advantage of that? And so I fully have full confidence that the Bears can have a chance at being 7-2. They do have a chance at being 7-2.
Yeah, listen, I think you got a real opportunity here, and it really comes down to if you take advantage of cutting down your mistakes, in my mind. So we'll see what ends up happening there. Pterodactyl Pops with the question said, would y'all take Brian Burns in a heartbeat?
Absolutely.
He seemed very, very frustrated with the amount of cover 3 that they were playing.
So he's not utilizing it. Yeah,
not that. Just you give up 33 points in the fourth quarter.
That's
and
crazy.
Lose a game 33-32.
That is crazy.
You might be a little upset there. So I ain't.
Hey, come on,
we'll see. I love a Brian Burns. I wonder if the Bears. I wonder how active the Bears are going to be at this trade deadline. It's so funny because all the other seasons where we were struggling along and trying to figure it out, and we were like, oh, well, maybe, we've got a little season here from Justin. He might have to add. And they go out and they add Montez Sweat. They go out and they add Chase Young. It's like, oh, we making moves, baby. Here we go. And none of them end up doing anything. This is the one season where I'm actually maybe don't go give all your draft capital away because I don't expect you to change and make a move here that ends up making you the Super Bowl. Now, again, right? This feels like you've got a great opportunity to rack up some games and get into the playoffs. You find a way to win 3 of your next 4, and one of those games is the Vikings, you're right back in.
Yeah.
Right? I think you're back in that conversation of being a solid-footed playoff team. You still got 2 games coming up versus the Packers. You still got 1 game versus the Lions left on the schedule. But you find a way to get to, 7 wins in your next 4. There's a lot of opportunity for this Bears team to continue being really strong moving forward here. But
no. Yeah.
The schedule don't just stop being then you get Steelers, Eagles, Packers, Browns, 49ers, Lions. That's a tough finish to the season.
It gets real. It gets real. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. We're still in for a very challenging season. And so you got to stay focused, got to stay disciplined. Unfortunately, when we're talking about trades and who we could possibly bring in, I know you mentioned Burns. I know in the past we mentioned Max Crosby. I just saw a report that the Raiders are not, and I mean not, putting him on the table for trade. And apparently he still desires to be in Vegas despite them not being anything or going anywhere. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to compare him to Kevin Garnett.
Listen,
he might be wasting his good years.
You gotta understand, and I get it, right? We think of everything in the sense of, are you gonna go out there and win a Super Bowl? It's a difference when you king in your city.
I get it.
When you can walk around your city and you are the king. He's the king of Vegas.
He is.
We were just in Vegas. It's all Max Crosby. The Aces won a championship while we were in Vegas.
See, it ain't Asia Smith.
Wasn't even on TV.
Asia Wilson.
Wasn't even on TV.
Wow.
Can you imagine if the Bears were in a championship? Every TV in Chicago would be.
Yeah, that's it.
Locked in on that. Even when the Sky were in, every TV in Chicago was the Sky
that's
are on
true.
right now. We're winning a championship. Chicago locked in for the Sky.
Yeah.
We were at a mall during the Aces' first playoff game. They were showing old college football highlights. They had TVs up in the lunchroom. I was like, oh, y'all don't care. Max Crosby is a god in Vegas.
I guess
it's a difference when Shaq said it best. He talked about it when he left Orlando, and he was like, I thought LA was gonna be this and it was gonna be my city. He was like, it's so different when it's not your city.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, you got to take over somebody else's city. All the stuff that you just thought was natural was just no, that was your city. So Max probably is I ain't moving, I ain't picking up, I ain't moving the family, I ain't doing all that. I got a weed plug out here. I got to find a new guy. I don't know about that.
Sitting tight. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, and like I said, one can dream. I already knew that was a distant memory. So, all right, we got to move on. We got to move on.
I like this comment from Tony. He said, Tony Tsunami, he said, if we get Burns, who gets to be Spider-Man, he and Kyler both claim the name. Listen, brother, there's the Spider-Man meme for a reason. That's what we get. We get a little Spider-Man meme action.
Oh, that'd be nice. Like they're pointing at each other.
There you
go. There you go. That was nice.
Brian Burns, Kyler Gordon, right there, baby. Just hey, how you doing?
Me, you.
Hey, did you hit that quarterback? No, you hit that quarterback. No, you hit that quarterback. No, you hit that quarterback. We hit that quarterback.
Well, we both hit him. Yeah.
Ladies, hey man, appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We got to take a quick break, listen into a word from our sponsors. When we come back, do want to talk about our 3 keys to a Chicago Bears victory over the Baltimore Ravens, and we'll get into a little bit of basketball talk. Dog, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so happy the NBA is back, bro. Did you see last night?
Yes, I did.
Double OT,
yes,
KD.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet Jesus. The Lakers just, you know. Yeah. I mean, Lakers kind of. I don't know. It was a
first game was nice too.
Am I sample? Oh, there it is.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
flatulence.
That Lakers game was. It got interesting at the end, but it was kind of. But hey man, all that and more coming up next. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching the show. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Aura. Have you ever done a Google search on your own name? You'd be surprised what pops up. Your full name, email address, home address, health records, your relatives. It's all out there. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests just for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use that information to help them access my social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. It's really simple to set up. I don't have to download several apps or go to things like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft, but you can get all of that in one place with Aura. I get everything at one affordable price as well. You may already have 1 or 2 of these tools, but not having Aura is like leaving the front door locked while leaving the back door and windows wide open. For you to be able to take advantage of Aura, we got a special deal for you here today. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to my sponsor at https:/aura.com/the Windy City. Again, that is aura.com/the Windy City to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your information is being sold. Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we got merch. That's right. New website, new merch, all out. We've been telling you guys to pull up on us. Now you can at twcbreeze.com, where you can find out all of the latest stuff going on. What all can they find there, Super Producer?
Listen, you can join the nation, sign up to our mailing list, and be up to date for events and news. You can also visit the shop page and order merch, because we have t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got mugs, we got hats, we got all kind of stuff. So, hey, we appreciate you being tuned in with us. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube page and follow us on all our socials. Check us out at twcbreeze.com.
He's way too excited.
I am.
Oh, didn't have the music ready. Doing too much. There we go. There we go. Get that music ready. Everybody calm down. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Just got done talking about how the Bears offense has to take advantage, especially this upcoming week, of some struggling defenses that they are going to get an opportunity to play against here. Now we got to talk about our 3 keys to a Chicago Bears victory over the Baltimore Ravens, Jordan JC, Ravens team coming in with defense that is kind of terrible. Right.
Yeah.
Here's some of the rankings on the season. Right now, the Bears, the 9th overall ranked team in football, 13th ranked offense. Defense is tied for 12th. Special teams tied for 3rd. These numbers, of course, courtesy of Pafif. Again, y'all know how I do Pafif. Write your own story.
With a grain of salt.
Yeah. Everything with a grain of salt. Well, Braxton Jones' cousin. Braxton Jones still pulling down some pretty good PFF grades, even with him benched.
Of course he is.
Right now, overall 2025 grades for the Baltimore Ravens: 29th overall ranked team, 20th ranked offense, 28th ranked defense, 21st ranked special teams. The Bears do come in kind of dominating in every way versus what this Ravens team possibly is, right now. Depends on what we see from Lamar, depends on what we see from Roquan possibly coming back. Don't know if either of those players are going to be back here, but when you talk about keys to a Bears victory, what's your key number 3 there, Jordan JC?
Key number 3 to a victory over these depleted Baltimore Ravens. I mean, hey, if Lamar Jackson does play, here's the biggest thing for me, or at least the third biggest thing for me, would be continuing the pressure on these quarterbacks. You saw the pressure going up against Spencer Rattler. You saw the pressure going up against Jaden Daniels. You have you have a better version of quarterback than the both of them, but more so like a Jaden Daniels when it comes to the mobility that Lamar Jackson has, one of the best to ever do it. And so if he plays, you have to find a way to contain him. You have to find a way to make him a pure pocket passer. Now, that's something that he can't do, but I would rather see that more than him breaking contain and using his legs to kill you as well when there's nothing open. And so please find a way to bring more pressure. Montez, your name has been mentioned a couple of times now the past few weeks. We've talked about you, making a name for yourself. We talked about you coming more to the spotlight and heading this defensive line. You've been doing that. The strip sack, that was pivotal. You made an impact on the game. Make an impact on this game by going and getting Lamar Jackson, getting whatever injury he's trying to get better from. Try to attack that injury in a sense. As a football player, nothing crazy. You don't want to get hurt, but see if he's okay a little bit. Try to go after him. So
just twist that leg a little extra. Is what you're saying. That's crazy.
Little tap, just a little tap. But
a little squeeze when you get a hold of it.
And I got to squeeze. Yes, Nacho Libre on him. But my thing is, that's what I want to see is more and more pressure. Whether you utilize Kyler Gordon, you're bringing Tremaine Edmonds on a blitz. I've been impressed with Dial Dingle's pressure as well, and so that's what I want to see from this Bears defense.
No, listen, we went the same direction with our third key there. To me, I love sacks are great, right? Sacks are a culmination of this play is over. This play is the quarterback is down. There's nothing you can do. And there's nothing worse than missing a sack. I think that's always the tough part. But defensively, I love what we've seen from Javon Dexter coming up the middle last couple of games. I love what I believe with some of the moves made yesterday, dropped a video on that about, Grady Jarrett possibly being back this week. Remember, he was limited to finish out last week and didn't end up playing. But like when you talk about pressure up the middle for this team, I think that you have to look at a defense that has been in the face of the quarterback a ton over the last couple of weeks. Sometimes the pressure is more important than the sack. The pressure forces you to make a tough pass. The pressure on Spencer Rattler is how Kevin Byard comes away with that interception, right? The pressure causes quarterbacks to make mistakes. And so I would rather see the Chicago Bears go out there and create as much pressure as they have been over the last couple of weeks, get Lamar off of his spot. I think that the turnover is still a possibility in that situation. Reason being, I know Lamar doesn't throw a ton of interceptions, but that boy fumbled the ball. Lamar, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of the style. Lamar got the ball all over here. He got the ball out here. He'd be like, ooh, watch yourself. Ooh, sidestep. Don't hurt yourself now. Like, that ball will hit the carpet. And I think that I think that, you know, if the Bears are going to take advantage of anything, if Lamar does play, then that pressure is going to be your best friend, because it's going to put him in that situation where he puts that ball in a little bit more of harm's way. What's your second key for the game here, Jordan JC?
Well, as a team, the Bears just this past week against the Saints gave up only 44 rushing yards. That was huge. They also gained 222. That's a huge, obviously, advantage and separation of the run attack on offense versus, you know, stopping them on defense. You have a very imposing player in Derrick Henry that you're going up against, one of the best in the league that has been one of the best for quite some time now. And so, again, if Lamar's playing, there poses that threat where you have to worry about him, but also have to worry about Derrick, that tandem in the backfield. Derrick Henry needs to be contained as much as possible. He's one of those players where I don't know if you can fully stop him. There hasn't been many games where he's been bad. You do have a few games on the season where he has had a few bad games, a few errant games. How about
he found his footing last game, 122 rushing yards, and they just didn't go to him in the near the end zone. So
that was a little strange, yeah. But and that's my thing, is find a way to repeat that same process with your defense. Create as much pressure. You mentioned it one time where Montez Sweat seems to be just finding those gaps, those holes to meet the running back. Let's find more of that in the game plan, because if Derrick Henry runs wild, we could be in for a long game. As I mentioned before, we would have to match, you know, band for band when it comes to, if he's going to break out, then our running backs have to match him. So just find a way to stop the run.
Listen, that is going to be one of the big ones. I think on the flip side of that, and big shout out to heck of a name here, Tar Hockey, said, how in the world is any game coming up easy? Ravens getting Lamar back, Bengals resurgence, Giants with Dart and Scatterbo, which we should have drafted, and it doesn't get easier after that. No easy games. Here's the thing. There's a lot of bad defenses on there. That's what this whole video was about, the offense taking advantage of bad defenses. That's what I need to see, because the Baltimore Ravens suck defensively, and they suck in the run game. Honestly, a little bit worse than the Saints do, which is impressive. Run defense is not their strong suit, hasn't been their strong suit because of a ton of the injuries that they have this season. And this is a game where, game 3, I love what Declan Doyle said, and this is probably something I'll use a lot further in life than just football. Success is only success in the moment that you're successful.
All right.
2 great weeks of running the football for this Bears offense. Give me 3. Find your footing. Find that rhythm again. Kyle Monangai, I need to see it from you. Some hard-nosed running. D'Andre Swift, I don't know if you guys have seen J-Max breakdowns over on Twitter on how this run game is working, but this Bears team is working as a unit, running the football incredibly well right now. And so for me, I look at this as, sure, is any game in the NFL easy? No. Are there some defenses that you should 110% take advantage of based off of what we've seen this Bears team do offensively over the last couple of weeks? 100%. And the Baltimore Ravens are one of those. Do not let this be a game where this defense finds some magical footing, whether Roquan comes back or not, because Roquan can't be in every place at once. There's an opportunity here for you to get this run game going for a 3rd week, and that just makes things easier on Caleb Williams.
Yeah. What do you get? Did you?
That was it.
That was your second. I don't know why. What I thought you didn't say.
That was my second key.
All right. Well, moving right along. My first and most important key to a victory over the Baltimore Ravens is take advantage of the passing attack. The Baltimore Ravens, again, surprisingly, you mentioned, actually one of the worst teams on defense. They're actually giving up the most points, I believe, per game right now on 32.
Yeah,
you're the only team that has scored over 25 points, or is it 21 points?
21 points in every game,
every single game.
Yeah.
Let's get to that marker and try to move it up a bit into the 30s. You have a chance to really take advantage, as we've mentioned, of a depleted team, but especially in the passing game, they're giving up an opponent's passing yards per game of 246.5. That's almost dead last. That's 28th in the league, and that's where I want to see Caleb kind of have a bounce back game. We know that Ben Johnson has found something seemingly with the run game. And so if that works, with using 12 and 13 personnel and getting D'Andre Swift and Kyle Monangai going, if you can find a way to match that with the passing game and, you're getting on target and on the same page with Rome Odunze and DJ Moore and Luther and all those guys, there's something that I think that special that can happen in this game. I'm not going to sit here and say that you could potentially blow this team out, but you may surprise some people with the scoring that you'll be doing in this game. And it could look similar to the way you took care of the Saints. And again, if we do that, then that prediction of going 7-2 will look even more and more realistic because of the momentum you're getting out of this game.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, at a certain point, and this is why I mean, I think there's a lot of Bears fans that don't believe this is real yet.
Mm-hmm.
Beating Washington didn't make it real to them. Beating Dallas didn't make it real to them. Taking care of it, for me, the Saints win made it more real than anything. I think you get yourself hyped for the big games, right? You can. We've seen over the last 3 years, the Bears have found ways to win big games.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's a game you shouldn't win, and they go in and they're hype, and there's a reason, and I want to get it, and they find a way to win, and you go, oh snap, that's a confidence builder. I think your confidence builders are the games that you're supposed to get when you get them. So for me, that Saints game was the one that was like, this team is for real, because going off of the highs of high versus the Washington Commanders, yes, the Saints are a team that you should beat, but how often do teams lose to the teams that they should beat when you're not for real in this whole situation? That takes you from 3-2 to 4-2, and now all of a sudden it's like, whoa, hold on, you got a real opportunity here. Keep that going. And I think my number one key, because I do agree that the Ravens are a team with their back against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree that the Ravens are a team that is desperate. I do agree that the Ravens are a team that's going to be in Baltimore fighting tooth and nail to keep their season alive. These are the games where you prove who you are in a season. You know you got a team on their last legs. Do not give them life. We haven't seen the Bears really do that since the Minnesota Vikings game, but that's my number one key. You go out there, you get up, and you keep them down the entire game. And when they think about getting up, you kick them back down again. Do not give them life, because a little bit of life can go a long way in this NFL. And we saw the Bears snuff out a little life versus the Saints. Saints got a little life. Back-to-back touchdowns. Ben Johnson talked about the 8 minutes of bad play from both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you see, the Saints really get themselves back into this. This is Baltimore at home. You'll get that crowd into it. They'll be ready they'll be all over you. You give them a little bit of life. Ben Johnson's pretty good at keeping guys down when they're down. That's where my confidence comes from. Number one key, because I do think the Bears will be able to get up in this game. Do not give them life.
Yeah. Don't over and dare I say, I don't think that we would be overlooking the team. Don't look at the record. Look at the team. Look at the reputation, as I mentioned before. Do not look at the 1-5, because that is fool's gold. Just like the other teams that we faced before, where it seemed as if, okay, this could be a trap game. We talked about the Saints being potentially a trap game because they're being coached a little bit better than their record as well. This is the same process the very next week. Do not overlook this team and say, "Oh, well, we're looking forward to the Bengals matchup with."
Yeah, listen, I can do that. I can look ahead and be like, "Oh, we got 3 wins here." Don't you do that? Don't you do that? 1-0 mindset in the locker room
every week. Yeah, absolutely. Just take it one game at a time, and I think that's what they're doing. And again, as you mentioned, that's where the confidence comes from. Is the coaching staffs have these guys, have these boys locked in on every single week of preparation, every single week of the challenge, and not looking too far ahead, because nobody had us going 4-2 after the start that we had. And so again, lock in.
Listen, I'm a part of the nobody. Like, I was like, you might be in trouble.
Yeah, I am too. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I was like, Commanders game might be tough.
Yeah,
I thought you should have beat the Ravens. I thought Cowboys would be a little tougher. Cowboys was a curb stomp. And when you look back at the Cowboys and how the Cowboys have continued to play, that's a really impressive win.
It is.
Like that, like the Cowboys offense is one of the best offenses in football. So
we know CD was down, of course. We knew you can use that excuse. CD was out that game.
Jalen was out.
So exactly.
Hey, we were down our best wide receiver. We were down one of the best corners in football. Like, it's not all right. Like,
yeah.
And George Pickens is really freaking good, by the way. Oh, and also that offense cooking again.
Yeah.
Like
they're
have they? I don't think they've scored under 21 points since that game.
They must have 40, and then I think 40
they
again. 30, 33.
24, 40.
No, 44.
14, 40, 37, 27, 44.
Yeah, 44 last time against the Commanders.
That's a good win.
They doubled their score. Yeah.
That's a good win.
Yeah.
Somebody, I was trying to find a comment to put it up on the screen, but I don't see it popping up in here. But somebody asked if you win the coin toss, would you defer? Depends on who's playing quarterback. Depends on who's playing quarterback. Yeah. Lamar out there, you don't get the ball first. I need to go out here and establish this. And the Bears have done a really good job. Last week was really one of the first weeks where we didn't score opening drive or within the first two drives. Like the Bears have done a really good job of scoring in that first drive. But yeah, if Lamar out there, I mean, like, nah, I ain't gonna give you that ball first. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna put some points on the board versus a defense. I'm gonna go with the best advantage. Right? Like no matter
I just think
what,
that Johnson. Yeah.
Lamar's not the best advantage, even if he's 80% Lamar.
That's true.
Now, if it's Snoop Huntley, I might defer.
Little
Hey, Snoop, you gotta show me something. Show me a little something, Snoop. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in to show love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what we are over 100 in a chat.
Hey.
Over 200 in a chat.
Yeah.
200.
Baby. Let's go.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the page if you have not done so. 278 in the building. 102. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope, that was cap. That was the wrong video there. 64 likes on the video. Let's get that up over 100 likes, man. Let's finish it out with this Jordan JC because we have talked about a ton of Bears here, but we got a lot of Bulls. Got a lot of Bulls coming up here, baby.
Here we go.
Oh, the NBA season is back, and the Bulls are here to depress us all.
Championship.
Bulls champion. We got to hear from Michael Jordan last night. Did you tap into the NBA on NBC broadcast at all?
I did not. I didn't check it out. I have to defer to you. I was on the Fubo version of the game for the SGA.
You still get NBC?
It was Peacock. I think
that's still NBC. It's the same stream. They just sent it to both.
No, it was Jamal
Peacock is the
Crawford
logo.
it was Jamal Crawford and
that was the NBC
Reggie.
one. Yeah, NBC.
I didn't hear Mike. Maybe I didn't.
Michael Jordan was on at halftime. You probably wouldn't have got a sandwich.
You
missed Michael Jordan.
I didn't do anything at halftime.
You missed Michael Jordan.
My apologies.
You
I have to
bastard.
back it up on YouTube. Let me go.
Yeah, bro. Mike. Hey, they are gonna Farm the mess out of one interview with Michael Jordan that they probably was a 30-minute interview. They're going to cut it into 3-minute intervals.
It's like 10 clips.
Bro, legitimately, that's exactly how they drop in this mug. And then at the end of the year, they're going to be like, here's the full interview of Michael Jordan. It's going to be like, all right, bro. Like, hey, I don't want that. I kind of didn't want that. But I got a chance from Mike.
Though.
Mike was like, listen, like, I'm going to tell you, if I could take a magic pill and get back on that court, oh, I would, but I'm not gonna do that now. I tear my Achilles and be in a wheelchair.
My body isn't there anymore. Right? Yeah. Tell the truth. That'd be that's dope to have Mike actually be a part of that. That's cool. What does he say? JC stuff that what? When you do that, I don't have fun.
Oh, the dance? Are we talking about the dance?
I'm sorry. Are you talking about this?
Oh God!
Are we referring to this?
I'm uncomfortable.
Referring to this King Book of World? You mean, or this?
Oh,
which one?
Both are terrifying.
Or both? Yeah. All right. Take that with you. Good morning. Yeah, King Book of World.
Starting people off on a bad path in the morning.
No.
But the Chicago Bulls back in full effect tonight, taking on the Detroit Pistons. This Pistons team, a tough team. And just previewing this game real quick before we get up out of here. I mean, a good young team, made the playoffs last year, did a lot of what you want to do this season. This Bulls team comes in completely banged up. Zach Collins going to be out for about 4 weeks. Kobe White going to be out for a couple of weeks to start the season. But Modest Buzelis, what a real opportunity, and he's talked loudly about what he wants to accomplish in this league. He's talked about most improved player. He's talked about being somebody who wants to take advantage of his opportunities in the starting lineup. Go do it. Talk is cheap. And this is the NBA, an NBA where you kind of find out who guys are pretty quick. Cam Thomas in his third year got his first opportunity really to just go out there and be the guy. And immediately he scored 25 points a game. Go out there and do it. And I think you don't have time to wait. And you saw how these games are being played with how that game was last night. You got a tough matchup here going up against the other Thompson twin here in Asur. He's going to be on you. Let's see what you can do tonight.
Them dudes are dogs.
Thompson twins are ridiculous.
Thompson twins are ridiculous. If they find a way to ever play with each other, that would be crazy.
Eamon, he ended up pulling a hair, or he ended up cramping up last night. They never went back to him, which was really weird. Like
what's your boy that used to play on Minnesota with Jimmy? He ended up guarding as no, the other player. He ended up
Josh Okogie.
Okogie, yeah, he ended up playing SGA at the end of the game because I think Eamon just
the meaty Macarena.
See, now it sticks. I didn't even have a name for it. Now you messed up because now it's the meaty Macarena.
Oh God!
All right, come on now, King Booker. Now what? The meaty Macarena forever stands. Now, there we go.
Steve-O with the AO.
Hey, I don't care. Meaty Macarena is here to stay.
Meaty Macarena is nuts.
Anyway, what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by the chat, but I appreciate the name, is that, yes, the Bulls have their work cut out for them. They have their work cut out for them, but obviously we know why we're here. We're here to see Modest's development, the Modest touch. Hopefully, some way, somehow, the Bulls can find a way to win. Obviously, Kobe is down for a couple of weeks. You have some injuries. This is going to be a tough challenge. Cade Cunningham is doing his thing. I think they got Karis LeVert on the team now. That's a good veteran addition. Jaden Ivey is down, I believe, for a second. But as you mentioned, Ozure Thompson, like they got dogs on this team, and they really put it all together last year. And I think they're one of the ascending teams. I believe they were 6th in the East, if I'm not mistaken. And so you're facing an uphill battle. And one of the things that has always plagued the Bulls is their starts to their season. We ended the season 15-5 last year, which is really good, but it seems like we don't get our footing the first couple of months. And that's been the problem is, can you get out the gate at least trying to at least play 50-50 ball? Or do you have to have an uphill climb with this team where it's like, okay, back in the play-in, struggling to get to that 8th, 9th, 7th, seed. So that's the question here is, will the Bulls try to start out better than they have in the past seasons?
Well, and listen, I would go as far to say, like, even in games, you know what I mean? Like the Bulls have in all of these preseason games, the Bulls have gotten off the slow starts. They have not been good enough at protecting the basketball. They have turned it over a ton starting the season throughout the preseason. And those are things that you got to get cleaned up and things that you should be able to clean up with a point guard in Josh Giddey. I get it. It's preseason. Maybe the Bulls were, just kind of coasting through, and they did win. They had a winning record 3-2, but none of that matters. Tonight matters. And I'll say this, based off of what we saw last night and how those two teams were going at it, OKC and the Rockets, I get it. Kevin Durant on the other side, they booed Kevin Durant. You had OKC winning their ring, and they kind of knew what that meant, winning that game. So it's going to be a little bit of extra juice. But I think the NBA you saw last night was an NBA that reflected similar to what we saw in the playoffs. Teams aren't – the game wasn't called ticky-tack, although we did have a little Chris Webber moment at the end there with Kevin Durant.
Hey, that man Single was like, yo.
Hey, put your hands down. Put your hands down.
Glad they didn't acknowledge you. Because if I'm not mistaken, that means that the other team gets free throws.
They would have got free throws to win the game.
Boy, that would have been the worst.
They would have got free throws to win the game.
Oh man, that superstar gave it up.
Hey, even the refs was like, "We're gonna say your legacy."
Yeah, that would have been
We
bad,
didn't
bro.
see
The
it.
first game of your career with
We didn't see it.
That's bad.
But no, you have to be able to take advantage of these games early. You just do. And the Bulls aren't a team that can afford to go, we got time in the season. No, you don't.
No.
No, you don't. Because it is going to be, I think, record I predicted, I do think the Bulls are going to be better. I don't think that the Bulls got worse than last season. And the Bulls finished last season with 39 wins.
This is the same record that the last couple of years, I believe, right? I believe they have the same record.
Well, no, they were 39 and 43 last season. Season before that, 39 and 43. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Yeah. Same record last couple of seasons. I think Modest Buzell is getting more opportunity. Will help this team be a better basketball team. So I do have them around 43 to 45 wins this season. I think you're moving in the right direction. That's not a great season. Like, you're just about 500.
Hey, I'll take it with this.
It's better than what we got.
Yeah.
But you got to take advantage of these games early. And this Pistons game tonight is listen, you saw it last night, divisional rival, opportunity. And I know divisions in the NBA don't mean as much, but Detroit, it does. And so start the season right. Let's get a dub tonight. Let's put a stamp on this. And I know people are going to say, it's an early game. It doesn't mean anything throughout the season. This could fall off. Like, it means something to you, or it should. It means something to your season. It means something to your confidence. And if Modest Buzelis does it, I think it means something to the mindset of this team. So let's see what we got coming out from this Bulls team tonight. Hopefully, we get a little full-on dub session because, hey, listen,
let's go.
Quiet as is kept. Listen, we don't talk a lot of hockey on this show. We may have to.
Hey,
We have to add a little hockey in
it's
this
about time the
You
Blackhawks
been saying the
starting to
Blackhawks
ramp.
already?
Yeah, Bedard, Nazar. Oh, I keep it tapped
You
in.
just said the
I
Blackhawks
keep
out there
tapped
now.
in.
Listen.
Yeah.
Oh, hard hawk hockey out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they got
Chicago
the Tampa.
Sports might be on the uptick.
They got the Lightning coming up tomorrow. They just beat the Ducks. You know what I mean?
I like their
have
their
gone
goalie.
to overtime twice this season already.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, like, you got a little
think they're
Blackhawk team this
competitive.
season is doing a little something right now. Fourth in the Central Division as they are 3-2-2. A couple of overtime losses on that, but 8 points on the season already.
Let's go. Hey, we could be all well rounded. We be talking about everything.
Who that for these guys?
Hey, come on. That's what's up. I like it.
Let's get this
Chicago
Chicago
sports
sports
back.
moving in the right direction. Steve-O said Connor fighting back. Bro, he needs
You ain't
to.
lying, bro.
He need to. He's getting nervous. We're getting a little nervous.
Around the plastic. He got a grown man body now. He's like, I'm getting sick of this.
I mean, he's still 5'10". Like, I don't know. Grown
Sure,
man,
but
like, he's still 5'10".
getting bullied.
I've never liked him at center. That's been my thing. I've never thought that he was a center.
No. That I agree with. I think that they're not utilizing him right.
But hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in to Showing Love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. For Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, and the newly coined Meaty Macarena. It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all say, why is it always in slow motion? That's the thing. Like, it always starts in like this slow motion hand. Like, what is that? Yeah, stay safe out of Chicago. You make King Booker World go home. Why do you sound like you're going for Hindu here? What's the accent
I'm
to
messed
it?
up now. Y'all done messed up. Meaty Macarena.
Is it the Macarena Spanish?
Trademark that.
What is the accent?
Hey, it's universal now. It could be whatever you want, baby. Whatever nationality it is. It's me, okay?
Oh, sweet Jesus. Rodney Henning said, no hockey talk, please. Hey, we talk everything on the show.
What are you talking about?
We
Do
talking
that
everything
hockey.
on this show.
Do that hockey.
A little hard
Hey,
hawk
what is
hockey.
wrong with you,
We
man?
talking everything on the show, Rodney. If it's Chicago, we talking.
Unless it's the Cubs.
You could have brought up the Cubs at any point this season. There was no I want to talk Cubs from Jordan JC.
That's a lie.
There was never a Cubs topic sent my way.
There was once one.
Yeah, when you were mad about them not getting pitching.
Whatever.